All right, so I wanted to at least post on TikTok an update. I ended up having a tumor removed, but they called the tumor a lipoma. So it was benign, which is great. It was 4.5 inches by 3 inches. So it was pretty big, pretty deep. And I ended up having a second surgery, but my story is more on YouTube. So, and I am also going to post this on YouTube. But I wanted to come on here mainly to talk about my weight loss. So I knew that this fatty lump was like the root cause of my weight gain because it was just like nothing I used to do. Like the things that I could do to lose weight easily just were not happening. And I just felt like it was piling on. And there's 3 reasons I even got this sedentary lifestyle, but it was because I was always sick because I had a 20-year root canal infection. And so that caused me to have a sedentary lifestyle off and on. And then also lipomas can also develop from infection in the body. And they can also develop, or they're not really helped. It doesn't help the situation when you have stress. And when I found the lipoma, I was literally going through a divorce, and it was like hell. Literally, it was the worst thing. So I discovered the lipoma it was like 3 summers ago. And it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And so finally I decided to have surgery, and I have lost 10 pounds. And I had the original surgery not even 2 weeks ago, almost 2 weeks ago. And then I had almost like it wasn't an emergency. Well, no, it was an emergency surgery because I was bleeding out. And my doctor, I went into the office, and then she said, let's do surgery today. And they found a hematoma and a broken blood vessel. So now I'm connected to a wound vac to help the healing process go better. And so basically, this lipoma, I call it my trauma lump because it came and it developed through different types of trauma, psychological trauma, the stress, and what else? An actual trauma from this tooth infection, so physical trauma and sedentary lifestyle. But anyway, trauma lump removed. My legs, my stomach, my back fat area, everything is like shrinking. That would not shrink once this thing came around 3 years ago. It was like I just started swelling. And yes, I was swelling because of the tooth infection. And once I got the tooth taken out and I got on amoxicillin for 30 days, my swelling went down, yes. Then the next step, I took the parasite cleanse, rogershood.com, and you can use my discount code if you want to try it. I used the Parafy cleanse for 30 days, and that definitely took me down a lot. But then this lump was still there. I would try to walk at least, and my whole right side of my side would swell up. My glutes would swell up, and it was just very painful. So I was like, let's just get rid of this. And so now I'm shrinking down where I knew it was an issue. So I'm shrinking, getting a little smaller. So if you're going in, or if you have a lipoma, maybe the story will help you. I don't know if I don't think there's a whole lot of information out there on it as far as like people. I haven't heard people talk about their lipomas or anything like that, but it was pretty hard when, I would touch my lower back. I mean, the doctors, a lot of them, they were like, this is soft, but I had like a little soft one, but then the big one to me felt really hard. So I was really concerned about it. But like I said, it is benign, and it was a fatty lump. I guess sometimes those can turn into cancer, but let's see, that's very rare, and none of this is medical advice. But yeah, I just wanted to share my story. And my next thing that I'm getting from Rogers Hood is the MoldEZ kit. And they started promoting it shortly after I had a dream about mitochondria. Literally, God gives me just the most simplest dreams sometimes, and I could see the cell, the part of the mitochondria. So I was like, okay, God, you want me to heal my mitochondria? And then they started promoting it, and it heals the mitochondria. And so that will be coming soon. And if you want to order that, you can head to rogershood.com, use my discount code SoniaFlu10. And let's see. And oh, yeah. And I also had a dream about the infrared uh, lamp, like sleeping bag thing, specifically that one. And so I'm like, God wants me to get that. And that will also help to heal on a cellular level. So yeah, I just wanted to share that little tidbit. And hopefully it can help you or help someone you know. All right, guys, thank you and God bless.